everyone, I'm Mary Bohrmann, and I am going to be presenting my community analysis of Clearwater, Florida. First slide shows the geographical boundaries in the city of Clearwater, noted within the purple borders. First, let's go over the objectives of this PowerPoint. The objectives of this presentation are to provide the history of Clearwater and a community analysis, which will include an overview slide, structure, population, health-related resources, environment, and government and public policy. Prioritized community problems and a global community issue will also be presented in this PowerPoint. History of Clearwater. The name Clearwater comes from the Native American Indian word Potopeg, used to describe the numerous springs of fresh water where the city is now located. In 1822, French settlers came to the region of Clearwater. 1842, land was given to those willing to cultivate land and bear arms. In 1888, Henry Plant developed the railroad. The city of Clearwater was incorporated in 1915. In 1945, World War II ended, and many soldiers who were trained in the Clearwater area came back to claim residence. All right, this is just an overview slide of Clearwater. As everyone knows, the city of Clearwater does continue to grow. This just gives some little statistics on population and all that stuff that I will be going over later on in the PowerPoint. All right. During the Clearwater Windshield Survey, it was noted that there were numerous public libraries and schools, which meets the needs of the community members. The city of Clearwater is one of the largest growing cities in Pinellas County. The public library system has numerous campuses to accommodate the growing population. We will discuss the population differences between Clearwater and its surrounding communities within Pinellas County later on in this presentation. The community of Clearwater is known for having many tourist attractions. There are also venues located within the community for music and sports. One of the issues with the structure of the community was how the city would accommodate such a huge influx of residents and tourists. To meet the community's needs of Clearwater, a wide variety of venues that can seat hundreds of visitors were built, such as Ruth Eckerd Hall and Bright House Field. And on this slide, I just have a variety of attractions that we do offer in Clearwater. All right. As with most communities, low-income housing is available. Low-income housing was noted during the Windshield Survey of Clearwater. There are many resources available for individuals in the community who are unable to afford living expenses on their own. All right, so this sums up my structure portion of my PowerPoint. All right, and on to the population portion. Clearwater's population change has grown over 4 times faster than Pinellas County, resulting in a higher population density. This is the primary population issue. A booming population growth affects the city in many ways, such as traffic and loss of natural habitat from building, some of which we will go over in the next few slides. Health issues in the community are as follows. Cancer is the leading cause of death, primarily due to high prevalence of older population, and in similar respects, high rates of heart disease follow closely. So here's just some regular statistics for leading causes of death and just the vital statistics for my community. All right, there are many health-related resources in the community of Clearwater. There is easy access to all these health-related centers using public transit. Most locations noted on this slide are not-for-profit institutions serving all aspects of the community. Emergency departments are required to treat and stabilize any person who presents at their facility, regardless of ability to pay. The for-profit institutions on this slide include Gentiva Home Care, Fairwinds Treatment Center, the Oaks of Clearwater, and the Clearwater ER. The rest on this health-related resources slide are non-for-profit, and those are Morton Plant and all the health departments in the Turley Family Center. Clearwater offers many resources for social services. Neighborly Care Network is a not-for-profit organization with a mission to improve health and wellness for families and individuals. This agency started the first adult daycare in the United States and the first federally funded Meals on Wheels program. There are also numerous family and pregnancy centers in Clearwater to provide prenatal and childhood care. The community offers adult educations to better the community as a whole. 3 of the Healthy People 2020 objectives that are applicable to the health of the community of Clearwater are older adults. The 2000 U.S. Census states that Clearwater had the highest percentage of residents 65 and older for cities with over 100,000 residents. The City of Clearwater has programs to accommodate this particular population. This includes the 62 Plus program. This program helps disabled seniors with limited budget avoid late utility bill charges. The File of Life program helps older adults over 50 years of age to provide pertinent information to EMS in a state of emergency. Immunization and infectious disease are applicable to the City of Clearwater due to the increase of the anti-vaccine movement. The Department of Health offers education regarding the importance of childhood immunizations along with free immunizations. Mental health and mental disorders are applicable to the City of Clearwater due to the high population of homeless and mental health patients. Personal enrichment through mental health services, or PEMS, provides crisis stabilization and treatment for the community. And on to environment. So there are lots of parks, recreation, and trails in the community of Clearwater. Clearwater offers numerous recreational locations which include countless parks and trails. This is adequate for the community because it not only benefits people of all ages, but utilizes the natural beauty and landscape of Clearwater. In addition, the numerous parks and trails can accommodate a huge influx in residents, which is one of the biggest population concerns as we discussed earlier. Notice the beach pictures of Sand Key on this slide. Alright, on to emergency services. Average response time is less than 5 minutes for emergency calls in Clearwater. We have also been seeing an increase in activity with the narcotics division. Emergency management plans for the reduction of effects of natural disaster for the response and recovery of the community. There's a strong emphasis on evacuation depending upon the zone of residence, since the deadliest hazard is storm surge. In northern Pinellas Clearwater area, there are 16 emergency shelters including special needs and pet-friendly facilities. Evacuation routes include Cleveland Street, State Road 60, Fort Harrison Avenue, Missouri Avenue, Belcher Road, and US 19 for the Clearwater community. Alright, just kind of look over this table. According to the City of Clearwater Urban Sustainability Report, the top major concerns facing Clearwater are traffic, losing our natural habitat, and population growth. These areas of concern are also impacting neighborhood communities through which many of our visitors must travel to reach our community. This is just a little bit more in depth of those areas of concern. These areas of concern are addressed by federal, state, and local agencies. Government and public policy. City council meetings are usually held on the first and third Thursday of each month in the City Hall Council chambers at 6 p.m. Citizens may speak on agenda items, or they may speak at the beginning of the meeting on items not on the agenda. The community officials are very accessible to the residents as they hold an open meeting twice a month, which citizens may speak on agenda or non-agenda items. If a meeting was missed, an agenda is available for streaming video online. Alright, so on to community issues. I'm sure everybody had similar issues as mine. So increased drug use in the Clearwater community is evidenced by a Tampa Bay Times article of September 28, 2015. As a registered nurse caring for laboring women in the community, I am a first-hand observer of what seems to be a higher incidence of mothers under the influence of illicit drugs. Where there is increased drug use, there is increased crime rates. hence my number 2 community issue. The issue of homelessness was evident during my windshield survey. Homelessness often coincides with drug use and unemployment. Clearwater's beautiful climate attracts many homeless people. The top 3 infectious diseases in the community of Clearwater are sexually transmitted infections. Hunger is closely associated with increased drug use, homelessness, and unemployment. Hunger is more than a community issue, it is global. As a registered nurse, I have found that many of these issues are related to hard drug use. All right, so my global community issue is hunger. Globally, hunger is an issue which impacts every nation to some degree. Of every human being on Earth, 11.3% is suffering from hunger. This is approximately 805 million people worldwide. Numerous not-for-profit organizations as well as government resources are used to combat hunger. In the community of Clearwater, hunger is addressed by food banks, soup kitchens, and public school lunch assistance. This is evidenced by my windshield survey. The community of Clearwater offers some of the finest beaches in the world, attracting visitors from every continent. Along with the millions of visitors comes numerous problems. Increased traffic, parking, and healthcare needs place demands on the community resources. To adequately maintain the safety and desirability of Clearwater, the largest single expenditure in the budget is on police and law enforcement personnel. All right, and here are pictures of my windshield survey. Thank you all.